This video is brought to you by EA Game Changers. Last week, I made a video attempting SimGuru Frost's evil, impossible build challenge where you have to make a house that is 32 tiles, fits 3 Sims, 2 parents and a kid, is under 12k simoleons, uses no move objects or hidden objects, debug, any of that, and we did it, sort of. It was kind of ugly. And it was really hard, but little did we know he was making us build a micro home. And we just didn't even realize it at the time because we didn't know how the pack worked. But he fooled us all, and so today, with Tiny Living, I've attempted this challenge again, but actually using objects from the pack and actually making it fit the pack, because the house I built last time, it had more than 32 tiles, because I counted the tiles that were outside on a patio, but I now know that that was cheating and bad. So I tried again this morning. I'll link my last attempt down below. I feel like I've been fooled. We were all tricked. This challenge was really hard. I spent a long time working on floor plans. You guys, I've built like 5 tiny homes in the last 2 days. I've built so many of them. And this time, for my new attempt at this challenge, not only did I use the Tiny Living items, but I also decided that I wanted to have a cat live here too. So it's technically 4 Sims. It's 2 parents, 1 child, and their cat, because I wanted to make my life harder. So, but here we are in the speed build. You'll see that I did this first. I made just kind of a big box, and then I put a Murphy bed down because I wanted to try and put the objects I needed and then mess with the floor plan. I kind of had to make a few sacrifices for this build, so the bathroom doesn't have a sink in it, but there is a sink in the kitchen. There also isn't a TV, but you have a cat, so you don't really need to have like a TV to get your fun need up because there's a cat, and he'll help you. That's how it works, right? And the kid's bedroom is 3x3. It's kind of a big room for the kid, but I put in a dresser, a bed, blarfy, and a desk with a computer on it, so it kind of has a bunch of stuff in there. So it works kind of like an office and a playroom and the kid's bedroom, and it's got a lot of items, but I figured the kid deserved to have a toy because it's kind of sad that they didn't have one. Also a dining table, and I'm pretty sure there's a bookcase, and like I said, it has the cat stuff, but there wasn't enough space for the litter box inside the house, and so I put it outside behind the tree, because I didn't have like a patio to put it on. The stairs aren't technically a patio. Like there's a staircase in the front of the build, but it isn't technically like a patio, so you can't actually put items on it because it isn't really a tile, it's just a staircase. So I couldn't put anything on the patio, so I just like hid the litter box behind a tree, because I figured like the cat, you know, it could go outside and be one with nature, and you know, it's behind the tree, so you can't really see it from the front of the house. Like it's fine, right? Just put it behind the tree. You know, I always say, like, when you have a house that looks ugly, just cover it with a tree. When in doubt, put down more trees. And in this case, when in doubt, hide your litter box with trees. I mean, I think realistically, though, if people could just leave their cat's litter box outside and not have to have a litter box in their house, that would be ideal. But unfortunately, that's just not how, that's not good. So my litter box for my cat's in the laundry room, but then she kicks litter out everywhere all the time, and it's just kind of gross in there. But we clean it, but like, you can't win. Litter's just kind of gross all the time, but it's fine. It's a poop box in your house, but it's okay because we'll have the cats, and it's worth it. Why am I telling you this? I think the one biggest issue I have with doing houses and challenges like this, for one, no move objects is so hard to do, especially in a house like this, because you want to put down things like windows. And for example, the bathroom, it's a 3x1 bathroom. There's a shower and a toilet in it on either side, and I can't put a window across from the door because the door makes it so you can't put a window there. So there's just no window in the bathroom, and you would think you could just put one there, but the door blocks it. And so you just can't put it down with move objects. And so you just can't put it down without move objects. It's so dumb. I was so frustrated when I was trying to do it. I was like, why can't I put this window here? My God. But it was the door, not the shower, not the toilet. It was the door causing the problem. So you can put a window behind the shower if you want, like in the glass, but you can't put one across from a door, apparently. I don't know. And like the chairs, I had them like way up next to the door, and that works for some reason, but I can't have a window across from a door. It's like these little weird things that kind of glitch a little bit that make your life really difficult. So I'm just so used to building everything with move objects, especially with things like landscape. I'm used to putting flowers underneath trees and stuff like that, but you just can't do it without move objects. It's such a sad thing to try and build a house this way. I'm honestly lucky I could put a light in the bathroom because I have a wall light in there, but it has to be like above the door for it to not conflict. I couldn't put a ceiling light in there. It wouldn't let me put down a lamp or anything because it wouldn't fit technically. I can't even put a ceiling light over the Murphy bed, which doesn't make any sense, but the light conflicts with the bed, so you can't place them on top of each other for some reason, for some god-awful reason. But the bed, your Sims can actually walk around it when it's down, but I kind of figured, like, in real life, if you lived in this house, you would certainly put it up during the day when you were hanging out in here and then put it back down again. when you're going to bed, but only at bedtime because there's not a lot of space in this place. You have everything you need though, and you have a bunch of perks from living here because your Sims, they're gonna have doubled their skill gaining. It gains twice as fast. They're gonna have their relationships gains twice as fast. They're gonna be happy all the time. Their plants grow twice as fast. So if you lived here, you could like have a garden going. This kind of house, I don't know about practicality for like everyday living for your Sims, but I think it's like a good starter situation, especially for challenges. Like I'm thinking playing like Rags to Riches or maybe the Big Sister challenge, things like that where you have no money in the beginning and you kind of have to have some space. It's only cost 12,000 simoleons. Your Sims can raise that pretty easily by like painting, and then I mean magic. You've got this whole house and they get their skills gaining twice as fast. They can be farmers really easily with their gardens in the back because they'll grow super fast. There's so much potential to make so much money living in a tiny home, which is kind of weird, but like if you want to gain your money really fast and like build it up really high and then move into a bigger house, like starting out here in a tiny house, because when you're playing those challenges like the Big Sister challenge, you have 0 simoleons and you have your teenage sim and their child sibling and you have to take care of them, but like you don't really have a house anyway. So if you could be able to live in a house like this and get the perks, I mean that's a win for me. And Rags to Riches, same thing. You start out with 0 simoleons, so you start out with 0, slowly build yourself a tiny house, and your sim like reaps the benefits, but they were already gonna just live that way and suffer. It's great. It's kind of OP. My boyfriend yesterday, he was like, tiny houses are kind of OP, which I think is a really funny way of describing a Sims game. Overpowered, OP, but I mean, he's right. There are so many perks from living here. And you just gotta suffer a little bit with some close quarters, but like, I mean, really, it isn't that bad. Your Sims have everything they need. It's a full house. I mean, there's nothing wrong with your Sims living here, so it's a win-win. And you know what, SimGuru Frost? I did your challenge, and I think I did it well. I built the first one on stream, and I was kind of like, oh my god, this sucks. I was so disappointed in myself, and I like vowed to do it again and do it better next time. Well, guess what, past Simsie? I'm back and I did it better this time. I genuinely almost sent a screenshot of the floor plan to Frost and I was gonna be like, hey, look at this, but I decided I didn't want to bother him. But anyway, I just want to complain to you guys for a second because this is so stupid. Look, you can't put a window across from me. I know I already said this, but like, why? Isn't that so dumb? It isn't the shower either, it's the door that's causing the problem. You can put it there, you can put it behind and around the shower, but for some reason you can't put it across from the door because the door it's so frustrating. Also, in case you guys missed this, in the update, they made it so bookshelves like these are just bookends, like a little clutter object, but in the update, they made them functional as a bookshelf, along with all the other ones we have, so like the base game book clutter object, functional as a bookshelf. Same thing with the City Living ones. Even this School Binders one is functional as a bookshelf, and they're great because they're so cheap. Like, this is just 60 simoleons. The kids' bookcase is 135, so you want to have the bookshelf functionality. Very cheap, very simple. What a steal, am I right? Anyway, I think the number one reason I wanted to have move objects for this is because I wanted to scoot this stupid litter box closer back. I wanted to put it like hidden in the bushes, but I couldn't. So it's kind of far away. It's kind of just like there, but in my mind, it's hidden behind the bushes, you know? It's like just kind of tucked back there for the cat. Anyway, I'll put the challenge rules down below in case you guys miss them and you want to be able to do the challenge. I'll just copy paste them back there. I'll put the challenge rules down below for you guys if you want to do it too. It's a really simple challenge, but it's just kind of fun. Like the fact that you don't have move objects in such a tiny space makes it so difficult. I'll also link SimGuru Frost's Twitter. He's the CM for The Sims 4, so he's worth a follow on Twitter. I'll also link SimGuru Frost's Twitter account. He's the community manager for The Sims 4, so he's definitely worth a follow. You get like updates about things. Sometimes they do giveaways, but like the key is that when you're on Twitter with the SimGurus, they give you all kinds of information. It's really fun to like learn about things and see stuff, and follow him, okay? Follow all the SimGurus, I'm serious. Also follow me on Twitter, that's at lilsimsie. I'm the most important follow of the list, but anyway, I'm gonna go. Please make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day, and so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. I feel like I redeemed myself with this. I hated my last attempt at this challenge, but you know what? I succeeded this time, sort of. Kinda, a little bit. Just kinda.